Any of you ever get angry? My guess is that everybody gets angry sometimes. My guess is that you're not a healthy person if you never get angry. So that's not the problem. So let's look a little more closely at anger. When I look at anger, I see two kinds of anger. Maybe you've experienced these kinds. There's acute anger and chronic anger. Acute anger is the kind that just comes upon us in a moment. But then there's also chronic anger. Chronic anger is the anger that festers, the anger that boils down to our foundations, becomes a core part of our being. It's the part of anger that we nourish, that we feed, that we like because it makes us feel a particular way that we're comfortable with. Chronic anger. Now, both of these kinds of anger can be destructive. Both kinds can get us in trouble. I think chronic anger is the more dangerous. So if either of these kinds of anger can be a problem, what can we do about it? What can we make of it? What sense can we give anger that we should face up to it and deal with it? How can we? What are some alternatives to anger? Relativizing it. So how on earth do we do that? I mean, it's nice in theory to say, okay, yeah, anger, be in your place. But how can we actually do it? Well, I've got ideas for you. The first idea is slow down. Sometimes I notice in my own life that I'm more prone to anger when I'm in a hurry. Because sometimes I run into things that don't let me be in a hurry. And any of y'all ever had those parents, those little things that run around and ask for things? Oh, children, yeah. Notice how impervious children are to hurry sometimes? We get angry, so we need to slow down. Sometimes our slowing down means we need to sleep more. I know when I don't get enough sleep, I use the nice word grouchy. Grouchy sounds better than angry, doesn't it? Or maybe I just need rest. Maybe I've been going and going and going. I know some of you, your work schedule, you go day after day after day after day of long hours. And you don't get any time off. And when you do, well, it's another job you're doing. You need some rest. And there's also other ways to take care of your body. Some of us need exercise. We work all the time and then we go home and veg. You sit in front of the TV, or if you're like me, you get a book. It helps our bodies to handle things like anger. If we exercise, if we get our physical body healthy and vigorous. Some of us have occasions where we need to mourn, where we need to withdraw from life for a while so that our bodies can rest and our minds and our souls can rest. So the first thing to do as we try to put anger in its place is slow down. I've got to be perfect. I can't fail. I can't be weak. I can't show any weakness on this. You can't let down. You cannot fail. Check your identity. Consider who you are. Fourth thing is be in good company. How when you're around angry people, it's so much easier to feel angry. I mean, we have people that rev us up. Twitter, social media. Have you noticed how the people in your feed, they just sort of rev you up sometimes, know how to make you angry? Some of us, if we want to deal with our anger, are going to have to put that aside. Some of us are going to have to turn off our devices and go someplace else. Because what happens if instead of that company, we find a company that loves us? A company that's willing to get away from anger, that wants to get away from anger. A company where it's safe for us to bring out our anger and say, this is what I'm angry about. This is where I'm frustrated. This is where I'm hurt. This is where I can't make progress and I need help because I don't want to be here. What happens if we have some people that come alongside us and will help us on that, whether it's with anger or with anything else? The fifth thing is choose joy. You ever noticed that you as a human have the capacity to just focus in on something? Like you have blinders. You put blinders on horses sometimes, right? marching in a parade or something with your horse. You put the blinders on so there's nothing distracting out there. All they see is what's right in front of them. If we have our blinders on, that helps us focus, but it also means that maybe we're focusing on the wrong thing. If it's this thing that's making us angry, if it's a thing that's making us boil inside, we need to take off those blinders. We need to let that other part of our brain operate, the part of the brain that puts things in bigger context, that sees the whole picture. When we see the whole picture, that makes it easier to choose joy. The question is, do you want to put anger in its place? You've been nourishing anger, and you know it. And you don't want to be. If that's you, then you need to just say, okay, yeah, I'm angry. I don't want to be. And you need to take some of these steps. You need to find some people that will walk along with you, that will help you not be angry anymore. Let go of your anger. I've been trying to run my life. I've been trying to be perfect. I've been trying to get everything right, but I can't do it. And now I'm angry. I don't want to be angry. We can learn from it. Begin the work of freeing from anger. That anger that we've nourished, that anger that comes upon us unasked for. Slow down for who you are and what you want in our life. Amen.